हेलो गाइस, मैं हूं तन्मय भट्ट और आपका स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल तन्मय भट्ट में। दोस्तों, हमने सी लैंग्वेज के पार्ट 40 में हमने देखा है एरेस के बारे में कि एरे कैसे डिफाइन होता है, कैसे उसको यूज किया जाता है, और उन सब के बारे में हमने बात की। दोस्तों आज हम देखने वाले हैं कि ये पॉइंटर्स के बारे में, पॉइंटर्स कैसे यूज होता है, कहाँ पे उसको यूज किया जाता है, तो हम उसके बारे में हम देखने वाले हैं। Pointers in C are easy and fun to learn. Some C programming tasks are performed more easily with pointers, and another task, such as dynamic memory allocation, cannot be performed without using pointers, so it becomes necessary to learn pointers to become a perfect C programmer. Let's start learning them in simple and easy steps. As you know, every variable is a memory location, and every memory location has its address defined, which can be accessed using ampersand operator, which denotes an other address in memory variable. Consider the following example, which prints the address of the variable defined. What are pointers के बारे में हम बात करते हैं दोस्तों। A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. I direct address of the memory location. Like any variable or constant, you must declare a pointer before using it. To store any variable address, the general form of a pointer variable declaration is type $var minus name. यानी कि दोस्तों, हमें पॉइंटर को हमें डिक्लेयर करना है तो हमें लिखना पड़ेगा कि ptr स्टार ptr, उससे हमें पता चलेगा कि यह पॉइंटर है। Here type is the pointer's base type. It must be a valid data type, and variable name is the name of the pointer variable. The asterisk used to declare a pointer is the same asterisk used for multiplication. However, in this statement, the asterisk is being used to designate a variable as a pointer. Take a look at some of the valid pointer declaration. Integer star ip, double star dp, float star fp, character star hch. The actual data type of the value of all pointers, whatever integer, float, character or otherwise, is the same a long hexadecimal number that represents a memory address. The only difference between pointers to different data types is the data type of the variable or constant that the pointers points to. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं how to use pointers. There are few important operations which we will do with the help of pointers very frequently. We define a pointer's variable, assign the address of a variable to a pointer, finally access the value at the address available in the pointer's variable. This is done by using unary operator that returns the value of the variable located at the address specified by its operand. The following example make use of these operations. सिर्फ दोस्तों हमें यह बात सुनकर हमें पता चले कि स्टार आईपी यानी कि स्टार इंटीजर जो है उसको हम लिख सकते हैं इसे के पॉइंटर के अंदर हम इस तरह के लिख सकते हैं स्टार आईपी, उस तरह से हमें लिखना होगा। अब दोस्तों मैं बात करता हूँ नल पॉइंटर्स के बारे में। It is always a good practice to assign a null value to a pointer variable in case you do not have an exact address to be assigned. This is done at the time of variable declaration. A pointer that is assigned null is called a null pointer. The null pointer is a constant with a value of 0 defined in several standard librettes. Consider the following program. दोस्तों, हमें जो भी वैल्यू हम डाले कोडिंग के अंदर लिखेंगे तो हम वो नल हो जाएगी, यानी कि हम नल लिखेंगे, जो पॉइंटर हम लिखने वाले उसके इक्वल हम नल लिखेंगे तो यानी कि वो वैल्यू नल हो जाएगी, यानी कि 0 हो जाएगी, उसकी कोई भी वैल्यू हम रहेगी नहीं। In most of the operating system, programs are not permitted to access memory at address 0 because that memory is reserved by the operating system. However, the memory address 0 has special significance. It signals that the pointer is not intended to point to an accessible memory location, but by convenience, if a pointer contains the null value, it is assumed to point to nothing. To check for a null pointer, you can use if statement as follows: if star PTA bracket PTA, or if succeeds if P is null. पॉइंटर्स इन डिटेल्स के बारे में हम बात करते हैं दोस्तों. पॉइंटर्स हैव मेनी बट इजी कंसेप्ट एंड दे आर very important to C programming. The following important pointer concept should be clear to any C program. Pointer arithmetic. There are 4 arithmetic operators that can be used in pointer: plus plus, minus minus, plus or minus. Array of pointers. You can define arrays to hold a number of pointer. Pointer to pointer. C allows you to have pointer on a pointer and so on. Passing pointers to function in C. Passing an argument by reference or by address enable the pass argument to be changed in the calling function by the called function. Return pointer from function in C. C allows a function to return a pointer to the local variable, static variable and dynamically allocated memory as follows. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं pointer arithmetic की. A pointer in C is an address which is a numeric value. Therefore you can perform arithmetic operation on a pointer just as you can on a numeric value. There are 4 arithmetic operations that can be used on pointers: plus plus, minus minus, plus and minus. To understand pointer arithmetic, let us consider that PTR is an integer pointer which points to the address 1000. Assuming 32-bit integers, let us perform the following arithmetic operation on the pointer: PTR plus plus. After the above operation, the PTR will point to the location 1040. Because each time PTR is incremented, it will point to the next integer location, which is 4 bytes, the next to the current location. This is operation will move the pointer to the next memory location without impacting the actual value at the memory location if PTR points to a character whose address is 1000. Then the above operation will point to the location 1001 because the next character will be available at 1001. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं इंक्रीमेंटिंग पॉइंटर्स के बारे में. We prefer using a pointer in our program instead of an array because the variable pointer can be incremented, unlike the array name which cannot be incremented because it is a constant pointer. The following program increments the variable pointer to access its succeeding elements of the array. When the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following result. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं डिक्रीमेंटिंग अ पॉइंटर के बारे में. The same consider applied to decrementing a pointer which decreases its value by the number of bytes of each data type as shown below. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं पॉइंटर कंपैरिजन के बारे में. Pointers may be compared by using relations operations such as equal, less than and greater than if P1 and P2 point to variables that are related to each other, such as elements of the same array. Then P1 and P2 can be meaningfully compared. The following program modifies the previous example 1 by incrementing the variable pointer so long as the address of which it points is either less than or equal to the address of the last element of the array which is n-वर and स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट के अंदर मैक्स माइनस 1 यानी कि मैक्स की वैल्यू एक माइनस होगी। अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं एरे ऑफ पॉइंटर्स के बारे में। बिफोर वी अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एरेज ऑफ पॉइंटर, लेट अस कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग एग्जांपल व्हिच यूजेस एन एरे ऑफ 3 इंटीजर्स। हमें पॉइंटर्स के अंदर 3 इंटीजर्स लेने हैं, यानी कि हमें एरे ऑफ पॉइंटर मिलेगा। There may be a situation when we want to maintain an array which can store pointers to an integer or character or any other data type available. Following is the declaration of an array of pointers to an integer. It declares ptr as an array of max integer pointers. Thus, each element in ptr holds a pointer to an integer value. The following example uses 3 integers which are stored in an array of pointers as follows. When the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following result. दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं पॉइंटर टू पॉइंटर यानी कि डबल पॉइंटर के बारे में हम बात करते हैं। A pointer to a pointer is a form of multiple indication of a chain of pointer. Normally, a pointer contains the address of a variable. When we define a pointers to a pointer, the first pointer contains the address of the second pointer, which points to the location that contains the actual value as shown below. A variable that is a pointers to a pointer must be declared as such. This is done by placing an additional asterisk in front of its name. For example, the following declaration declares a pointers to a pointer of type integer, यानी कि integer star star और variable. When a target value is indirectly pointed to by a pointer to a pointer, accessing that value requires that the asterisk operator be applied twice as if shown below in the example. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं मल्टी लेवल पॉइंटर्स इन सी के बारे में। डबल पॉइंटर्स आर नॉट द ओनली मल्टी लेवल pointers supported by the C language. What if we want to change the value of a double pointer? In this case, we can use a triple pointer, which will be a will be a pointer to a pointer to a pointer, I integer triple star ptr. Syntax of triple pointer: pointer underscore type, triple star pointer underscore name. Similarly, to change the value of a triple pointer, we can use a pointer to a pointer to a pointer to a pointer, 4-level pointer. In other words, we can say that to change the value of a level x variable, we can use a level x plus 1 pointer, and this concept and be extend further. We can use any level pointer and see there is no restriction about it, but it makes the program every complex and vulnerable or errors. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं passing pointers to function. C programming allows passing pointers to a function. To do so, simply declare the function parameter as a pointer type. Following is a simple example where we pass an unsigned long pointer to a function and change the value inside the function, which reflects back in the calling function. अब दोस्तों हम बात करते हैं return pointer from functions. We have seen in the last chapter how C programming allows to return an array from a function. Similarly, C also allows to return a pointer from a function. To do so, you would have to declare a function returning a pointer as in the following example. Second point to remember is that it is not a good idea to return the address of a local variable outside the function, so you would have to define the local variable as static variable. Now consider the following function which will generate 10 numbers and return them using an array name which represents a pointer, i.e. address of first array elements. तो दोस्तों हमने इस वीडियो में हम बात की पॉइंटर्स के बारे में। आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं, हम फिर मिलेंगे न्यू टॉपिक के साथ नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए गुड बाय।